the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Boom.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Okay, today is November 30th, 2021. It is exactly on the dot 3 a.m. All right, 1,521 subscribers, new subscribers, welcome. I have another YouTube channel, it's Duchess of Sussex. Occasionally, I throw in other videos that YouTube rejected here on the other channel. So there's a lot to go over because later on I have to wake up my youngest to study before he goes to school. So let me do a quick recording while the house is quiet. Let's go on Twitter, see what's going on. Alright, so this is the first one. I'm not going to go too much into the comments here. Maybe I'll read a few of them, but I just want to touch base in terms of what's going on with Barbados and stuff like that. I think I have maybe 3 tweets regarding to that. Alright, first one. Barbados ditching monarchy will trigger calls for other countries to remove the Queen, all right, at Republic staff says. Okay, so that's from the National Scot. Okay, I bookmarked it. I didn't even know it was from the Scots. Okay, Barbados ditching monarchy. Well, okay, they repeat the same thing. The move by Barbados to become the world's newest republic will trigger calls for other Commonwealth countries to follow suit. A campaign group has, and it continues. Maybe let me click on it and I'll put the link in the description so you guys go read it. Okay, so let me read a few comments. Okay, 400 years of the Queen collecting checks from Barbados. It's long past time to cut her off. Okay, she's far better off without that dump. The dump you desperately spent thousands of pounds visiting for holiday. I don't think not anymore. Some people are seeing the thing now. I figure Canada, Australia, New Zealand, etc. were being polite and waiting for the Queen to pass. I think the whole Commonwealth will dissolve when Charles ascends. There's a possibility. Is it about ditching the Queen, or is it that they don't want Charles and Camilla? There's gonna be a lot going on. It's unfortunately I cannot prove what I've said before, but I'm not gonna repeat it. If you've seen other videos, what I've said before, especially the one with the UK flag, go watch that. Something in that line I'm thinking about. All right, but I'm more afraid for the black Commonwealth countries like Barbados, Jamaica, who else? Other small little island. Okay, is it about? Okay, I just read that. All right, yes, yes. Let's start with the UK Republic. The UK need to do something. Okay, I'll fully support a referendum to decide if we even bother crowning another monarch once Elizabeth's reign ends. Okay, a ridiculous anachronism that has long since passed its use by date. Okay, I will definitely be voting no. Okay, let's see here. Okay, how will you draw the tourism end? But nobody really cared too much about it. It's probably gonna be much better because there's so much limitation in the palaces because they live there. So if they use those palaces for how do you call this? Like a museum, you probably will get more people. But there's people living there. There's more control right now because it's like a residence. So I don't know. All right, the tourists come to see the royal family. Most go to France for the war site and graves. Move abroad if you don't want a queen. And the thing is that I've heard that France have more tourism than the UK. So I don't know. They could look at uh, how do you call this? They could look more toward the France and other places that had monarch. That how they do with tourism. I don't think people wants to. A lot of people right now, especially after what happened to Meghan and you see Harry even move and stuff like that. So I don't think people really care too much about that. I bet you if there's no monarch in the UK, more people will want to see the Frogmore Cottage than anybody else, than any other site because they want to see how Meghan and Harry were leaving. Okay, let's hope Wales become a republic very soon. Oh, Wales is another. Okay, I think my youngest son know more about the UK than me. The other day he was couple months ago, not the other day, couple months ago, he was explaining to me some stuff about the UK. Me, when I was doing the video, I had to look and stuff like that, but he already knows some of them because I didn't really care too much until Meghan. Okay, I must have missed the referendum on the monarchy where everyone granted suffrage in Barbados could decide if they wanted to keep the monarch or not with yes or no question. Okay, about time too, the monarchy has done enough damage, get rid of it. Barbados, congratulations on joining the 21st century. Exchanging a caring queen for Chinese money without having the promised referendum. That's something they need to do. Now they said Jamaica's next. Yep, it's high time our country cut ties with the Queen Patriot. And the thing is that from what I'm hearing, I could be 100% wrong. I'm hearing because they don't even treat those black citizens from those Commonwealth countries as part of them because a lot of time they turn them back. You know, because I've heard there's one story in particular, one Jamaican who been living in the UK since I think it was a he, since he was a child. And something must have happened. He went to vacation or went to visit family back there, and he couldn't come back in. So yeah, a lot of things. They don't even consider them as part of them. So I don't know. But the only thing I have to say is good luck to Barbados, and be careful who you put in position as president and however the country is going to work in terms of politically, because they will backstab. All right, turn the country to dirt. All right, there's another tweet regarding Barbados. Okay, tonight Barbados will cut ties, its imperial ties, and become a republic 396 years after English ship first arrived on its shores. Prince Charles will observe the inauguration, but some argue that the heir shouldn't be there. When you think about it, just think about it in a way. To cut the tie in a peaceful way, I think is the way to go. As much as I don't want him to be there, but Barbados did right for allowing him to come. Okay, the Queen cannot travel. She's old, especially there's still a pandemic. I don't know why they're not wearing how do you call this? Their mask right now in this picture. But the thing is that due to the ties that they had to move forward, all right, at least it's best to start first with peace instead of saying, no, you cannot come, instead of starting with hostility. Get with peace and then move forward from there. All right. So Barbados did well for doing that. Okay. It took so long. Free at last. Free from what? What limitation did they have? All right. Let's see here. Okay, yes, countries disassociate from stable, well-connected, productive, competent, respectful, profitable monarchies. Because what is it? I don't know how it works. So I think, what is it? Tax or something? They pay certain money. But when there is, I think, natural disaster, I don't think the UK go and help them. So instead, if they keep their tax money to, when things like that come. But the only thing I'm afraid of with so many, uh, how do you call this, criminals in high position now, with so many things, power they have here, and this is what I'm afraid for those type of small islanders, to use their power illegally in a way, force their way to do things. So we shall see. Okay, the English, British, UK, the royal family, they are all living rent-free in this young man's head. Okay, I see all the colonialism happened long time ago. I have nothing to do with it. Battalion or upset that a country is breaking free from shackle of its colonizers, set to swing its allegiance to China with the heavy investment in the country. Okay, has Britain switched allegiance to China, Russia, or Middle East for their heavy investment in our country yet? I don't know, but there is time, a difficulty, and calling a spade when we feel something is amiss. We have, however, not taken a radical step of declaring ourselves a republic yet. Okay, why is that radical? What connection is the royal family to Jamaicans, a country of most black people whose ancestors were abducted from Africa for the slave trade? Why do they need a white woman from this country to be their head of state? Okay, the conversation was about Barbados. However, Jamaica have that same choice and a democracy to choose. Okay, when something bad happen, they will still cry out help, feeding kids or something. So much to say here. The thing is that a lot of time but the thing is that when things like that happen during natural disaster, how do Barbados get out of it? Does the UK go and help them, or do they have other countries who raise money to help them? This is the part that I'm questioning with some of these comments here. Okay, and who is feeding hungry kids, UK kids? That's another thing. This I know. It's footballers, soccer players who's helping them. And what is it? What's that other charity that helps them and stuff like that? That is true. This one is a good one. I almost forgot. I even cover it. Okay? That is true. because the UK is having those issues here. You have those politicians who's in position, who's sucking the life out of the citizen over here. I know about that because I cover it in some of my videos. Okay, and what is it? And you have those soccer players in the UK, which is footballers. What's his name? Oh my God, what's his name? I forgot his name. I'm seeing his face, but I forgot his name. Who's feeding those kids, and then you have prime ministers who's holding a grudge against him for feeding the kids, and then that you have UNICEF feeding some of the UK kids, and you have a lot of. There was on one of those figures, those was it Russell Brand, who did a video where he's going to the soup kitchen or those charities to go. See how those charities work and helping those families who can't even feed their kids. So the UK is already facing this problem as well. So I don't know. Phew, let me get out of there. Some of these issues that they're talking about, I spoke about it on other videos. Next tweet. And right now I can't seem to remember a name, especially the soccer player that I did at least 2 or 3 videos of him. I can think. All right, next tweet. I think this is a small little thread. Let's see. A planned protest against Prince Charles and Barbados calling for slavery reparations from the royal family has been cancelled. Organizers said the government's COVID-19 monitoring unit denied them a permit, which they've described as encroachment on our democratic freedom. That goes to the first tweet that I covered. I could understand sometimes crowd control is really hard to do. Okay, if they grant them that, what is it? That protest, and someone has a different idea within that protest, it's too much for Barbados to sort right now. So I could understand why they did that. And that's for the same reason that I said in the very first tweet that I shared. They just want to move forward in a peaceful way. And then later on, they could work on reparation for things like that. And in a way, that's the way I see it. Even though I agree with the protest, they need to do the protest or whatever to let him know that this is how we feel. But sometimes, especially, I think Barbados have been doing a pretty good job in terms of trying to control the COVID. And I think in one of the videos that I have very long time ago, when the COVID first started to spread, I think it was Barbados. There was an American who went to Barbados to do some sort of a contest. They had set in place certain rules that once you fly in the country, you have to keep yourself separate or something like that. Isolate yourself. So that young lady went in, and I think they had put a bracelet monitor on her ankle. She cut it off, went to the boyfriend's waist. Once they find out this is what she did, they put her in jail for that, because she not only she disobeyed the law, she cut the bracelet off and then went and, you know, where there was crowd, this kind of thing. So they were trying to control the COVID thing, and that person felt like she should have the right to do that. But she was all of a sudden, oh, because they put her in jail, you know, that white tears kind of thing. You know, her parents were on TV or something like that, calling out cry for this little thing. Why they doing that? So yeah, but they've been doing pretty good with the COVID thing. But the thing is that my main question is, what happened during natural disaster when things happen? Okay, while they were part of the UK, how did UK help them? That's the thing here. Did UK help them? But later on, we're gonna see some other issues. All right, and the only thing I'm afraid is what happened to Haiti. That's the thing here. So far, what I've said in that video with the UK flag, it's coming true. It is coming true. All right, let me continue with. Okay, on the other hand, permission has been granted for a number of government organized large gathering today, a spokesperson said. All right, so in other words, there were other organization thing, group thing that they give permission to do it. But the again, I understand why they didn't grant them. They just want to move forward in a peaceful way. It's always good to try, you know, your initial thing is to try in a peaceful way, because later on you don't want things like that to come and bite you when you need help. No matter how powerful you are, how things you think how strong you are, you will need help in the future. So if you start with hostility, most likely they will not come and help you. All right, it's that bargain chip that you don't want to start with, where at the beginning, but you know that island is you always have the same kind of issues with Haiti in terms of weather. Okay, you have what is it? Cyclone. You have what's that thing? Hurricane that usually pass by. So at some point they will need help. Okay, so if you start first with hostility, where you don't have any bargaining chip from the beginning, and then when you need help, and then the UK is gonna say, look, when you were going for your freedom, you didn't even, this is how you receive us, this kind of thing. We don't know how UK is gonna be later on with the royal family, but at least for now it's good to start with a peaceful way, that way, you know, you have a leverage somewhere. Okay, so you don't want to throw all your chips away and said, oh, we don't want you here to come to see our and freedom and all of this. And then something happened. And then UK said, well, this is how you receive us. We don't want to help you. Or if they start like that now, and then there's a, how do you call this? There's a tornado that happened, a hurricane or whatever it may be. And then they ask for help with the UK. UK could said, okay, all right, we're gonna help you, then you do this for us, this kind of thing, instead of them saying no completely from the beginning, because from the beginning you didn't even welcome us, this kind of thing. All right, so that's one way of looking at it. But I'm not a politician, never been in office to use my chips to bargain and stuff like that, so I don't know. But as a civilian, as a nobody from any position, this is the way that I see it. Okay, Bed Charles is breathing a deep sigh of relief, pretty much. And now that's disappointing. Okay, now that's a disappointment. I expected much more from Miss Motley. Nah, nah. Remember, politician, you know, sometimes you have to put a front. You have to put a front. I think she did well. I think she did well. Okay, well, there's a great start to Republic democracy. Yep. Okay, just pay reparation, then you can finally claim some form of morality moving forward. So now is the next step. Okay, everything is step by step. Maybe later on they could argue for that, and then when they do arguing for that, is to be careful who's in that power, who is the president, who whatever other part of the government system is, to do that bargain for the country, so you don't get backstabbers, because they could easily, UK is pretty good at that, putting people in position to still hold both sides of the card. So that's the only thing here. All right, step by step. Let's see what else is there. Okay, my black people, this just changed its form. Nothing has changed at all. No more stand together and stay no more. Well, what is that? Are you still in denial, you ignorant? Think again if you think we feel appalled for nothing. When was that? What is this pictures from? These are baggage for God. This look like old pictures, but baggage for God. Baggage for God. Okay? God, this is not the way you wanted people to live in. This is a baggage for you. All right? And this is how the cycle continue. Baggage for you. Okay? If every nation had to pay reparation, the process will go on for years. Just remember, England were not the only colonizer with expansion interest. And what happened to Haiti? Oh my God, they're still paying for it. They are still paying for it. What they need to do now, moving forward, I read it from another tweet, where all the Caribbean put together, just like the European Union got together to form their allies, and then now some people in power want to dismantle that. How the European Union started, and you see, UK got itself out. So this is another thing here. Now thinking about it now, with that kind of system that was set in, where the UK was part of the European Union, where Barbados had the backing also as part of the European Union, with the attachment of the UK. to help them move forward. But if UK remove itself from the European Union and they're setting in their own rules, their own laws, most likely anyway, even if the Barbados was to stay with as part of the Commonwealth, UK is creating, as they're moving forward, they're creating their own rules. Okay? A lot of things that's happening in the UK right now, they're not even following it, as I see in some stuff. A lot of them I don't share with you. But as they're moving forward, UK is, saying one thing, but the action is doing completely different, different things. So Barbados is pretty well off because with the backing of the European Union, they're no longer there because UK removed itself from there. And then they're moving forward with their own rules as they move. Even there are rules set on the table, but you see some politicians are moving forward with their own rules and regulation. And a lot of things is going on. A lot of things is going on, and in this world, they all connected in some shape or form. All right, what is that? Oh, please, they should have allowed it. All right. Oh dear, we really are trying to scrape the bottom of the barrel. Nice try, the gift that keeps on giving. I don't know what they're talking about, but let me move on. I don't know. Maybe this might be a video by itself. Let me start the next tweet or the next video. All right. This has to do with Meghan now. All right. I'm done with Barbados. All right. Hopefully I did. Bookmark them properly. Okay, the Meghan made Kate cry story is nothing short of weaponizing fake tears of a white woman against women of color. Thankfully, this time, those fake white women's tears didn't cause the death of a person of color. Still, Camilla Tominey was fed a lie, or she made the story up. Which is it? So I'm assuming some people are talking about the second part of the documentary regarding princes and the press, because I was seeing some tweets regarding that. So there's some more I have in this video. Okay, it came close to killing her. Apparently, that crying story was a turning point, and the press really turning up the torment of Meghan, making her suicidal. I used to be dismissive of those Diana conspiracy theories until Meghan, but there's some chilling similarities there. That is true. She is still at it. That's the thing. She is still at that nonsense. And this is why when she came up with her, what is it, miscarriage and all of that, and I'm like, how am I supposed to feel for you when you were bashing on Meghan when she came out explaining her story? And then all of a sudden you tell, oh, I had this too, and we're supposed to feel sorry for you when Meghan came and you were bashing her? All right, let's see here. She is still at it. She is claiming negative press coverage of Harry and Meghan is a result of them going on Oprah and making accusations. Does she think everyone was in a coma for the last 4 years of press evisceration of Meghan? Have you seen this? This one I did. Let's see. I don't know how. I know how to move forward. All right, let's see.
The mayor executives at Tabloid said it's all settled now. I was asked not to speak about it, and it was made very clear that it was much better to say nothing, and hopefully the whole thing would die down. And then 48 hours later, the Mail on Sunday run this piece with sort of screaming headlines how Kate had forced Tatler to back down and she'd got one with Tatler. Now, it seems to me that
I don't think she's too happy that Tatler had the scoop instead of her.
the Mail on Sunday would never have run that piece without the nod from Kensington Palace. And B, who leaked that? Tatler certainly didn't. I didn't. So where did that come from?
Where did that come from? She's telling on themselves. Harry and Meghan have nothing to worry about because they are telling on themselves. They are telling on each other. Pretty much she knows how the media works with the royal family. So yeah, this is pretty much what this confirmed to me. They're just telling on themselves.
Executives
Okay, this is pretty much what she's talking about. If just in case I get black for it or I mute it or something, because other videos I've had issues with those clips. She's talking about the Tatler magazine article that definitely she wasn't the one. The same thing that one of those presenters were saying, and where in order for a story to get out to be printed somewhere regarding the royal family, the royal family have to give the okay for it. But that Tatler magazine article, which many squads been saying, okay, in many shape or form, that, they don't want who put it out there. So, in a nutshell, she's talking about the Tatler magazine article that, what is it? How did they put Catherine the Great? I believe they call that thing was all about. All right, she's saying, the royal family had the palace had to put that story out there for Tatler to talk about it, because in order for them to print anything regarding the royal family have to give them the okay. In a nutshell, because I'm probably gonna mute that so I don't get flagged for this video. Okay, that Tatler article, which they were asked to write to glorify someone, they added a few unflattering details and lawyers were called. According to Anna here, Tatler agreed to remove the unflattering details and it was settled. Then a huge leak happened. Okay, yes, I saw it. I think Carol is playing a big part in the leak from what we hear. Her and Camilla T. Tomney are friends, plus there is tension surrounding William and Kate relationship. Camilla wouldn't be happy with William and his close friendship. Okay, Charles, I get Charles won't be happy with William and his close friendship. They are a family of don't do as I do, but do as I said. Okay, she knows it's a lie. Okay, it's Carol Middleton briefing Camel Toe. Okay, Camilla Tomney is a woman who fabricate, embellished, and exaggerate a lie before she then published their lies in the tabloid. Thereafter, she defend said lies, her truth. Okay, along with her trademark nasty Cheshire cat grin. The devil has a daughter named Camilla. I think fed on how it was twisted around. Whether she was fed a lie or not, she loved and still enjoyed tormenting a woman of color because her brand is to target people like Meghan. This woman has no decency in her body. They preach conservative with means supremacy. That is true. All right, let's go to the next tweet. Okay, they did not learn from Diana and instead went after her son. Okay, abolish the monarchy, then shut down the tabloid, the prince, and the press. All right, so there's more people talking about it. Okay, apparently the royal family will never sue the media like Harry and Meghan, the prince and the press, But there were other things that happened. Then Charles sued the press. All right, let's read that. Because the thing that Meghan is going through regarding her copyright thing, Charles have done the same thing. I don't know how these people work. They're doing their lies and they forget the lies that they threw out. My goodness. Yeah, there's the receipt here. Charles sues Mail on Sunday over China Journal. Okay, the Prince of Wales has taken the highly unusual step of suing the Mail on Sunday over the publication of extract from his private journal. It is a standard procedure for whoever who's throwing that lie on that documentary. Maybe it's a way to make people forget that Charles did it because Meghan is going through it right now. I don't know. These people know how to work the mind. That could be the only reason if this is what they're saying on the documentary. All right, let's see it. Topless kid picture, Duke and Duchess sue French magazine Closer. That was in September 12, 2014. I'm telling you, the squad have receipt since 2012. Okay, the Queen versus the Sun. The Queen has had to take action against the Sun on several occasions. In 1992, that's even way back, the Sun obtained a copy of the annual Christmas message early and printed detail 2 days earlier. But who's giving those tabloid those things? It's the freaking country. What kind of people do these people work with? My goodness. They're giving those information out from people who's close to the Queen. From people who's close to the Queen. How in the hell do the Sun have those papers? This is something that should be so close to the Queen. Okay, she took action in 1993, saying the Sun's decision to print early was, quote, a clear infringement on Her Majesty copyright. I didn't even know about this one. There's another one here. This is how Meghan is moving forward with her copyright case then. The newspaper's been doing it for decades. They keep on suing them. So what did they expect from Meghan? For Meghan not to say anything? I guess because she was over there and the way they were nasal, like Lady L have been saying.
Harry and Meghan, please, I beg of you, everybody who has your interests at heart, is hoping you will put a muzzle on your mouth and start to behave responsibly.
For her to put a nozzle into her mouth or something, not to say anything. They expect Meghan to not do anything? All right, there's no comment. Let's move to the next one. My goodness, the audacity of these people. At some point, God needs to make these people who's inflicting so much pain into other people to feel the exact same pain. The other day I was thinking, why will I wish that onto somebody? Well, there's a way of saying you treat your neighbor how you want to be treated. So if this is the way they want to treat people, they need to feel that pain for them to feel it too. Because they seem to enjoy that pain, so they need to feel how the other people is feeling those pain that they're inflicting on them. Alright, because if they wanted to be treated that way, so they must feel it too. Okay, so if you don't want to feel pain like that, don't put it onto other people. That was the thing, that was the mindset that I was having. And I was saying, I think I was cooking in the house by myself. The kids went to school, husband went to the office, and as I'm cooking, and I said, so if you're saying those prayers that they should feel those pain that they're inflicting onto people, and I was like, but wait a second, what, don't you want to be treated your neighbors as you would you want to treat your neighbors as you want to be treated? So I think I'm okay in that department, because I always treat people with respect and dignity, so I expect that back in return. So if these people don't want this kind of treatment, they should not do it, this kind of thing. All right, so that's my answer. I bring up the question in my head and I answer it myself. That's what the thing that I was thinking by myself. What was it the other day? I was again by myself just thinking, and something popped up in my mind, and I decided to record. I don't even think it come out right, but and some maybe I'll put it here. All right, but let's continue here. All right. When the Court of Appeal hands down its judgment in the case of the Duchess of Sussex versus the Mail on Sunday newspaper on Thursday morning, London time, one thing is certain: the Mail and its friends and the UK corporate press will misrepresent it. I think I retweeted this out. Okay, so that's from Byline. Okay, explain the media case. The press is grooming the public by distorting the fact. Okay, so they already know they're gonna lose. They already know. That's the thing here. The Mail on Sunday already know they're gonna lose that appeal. So they're starting to sensationalize the headline to let to ease the people into saying as if they won another way. Okay, as if Meghan lost the appeal. This kind of thing. All right. Okay, sure. Um. Okay, I thought I would see more comment in here. Who retweet? That's byline. I'll go into this and see what happened here. Sure, okay. Why have the press lied about? Why should Meghan lie about the press and the royal family and be believed? Her vile behavior be ignored. Maybe read the article. See, these are the people. Probably a troll. Okay, 2 followers. Yeah, it has to be a troll where request a block, where they putting their minions out there. So when you see something popped up, put your comment in there. So to distort the fact. But Byline Investigate, these are one of those people, the group that is still doing the fighting in the UK. There's Brian Capecourt here, another one that I follow. These are not another journalist, reputable journalist that's still in the UK. I follow him. Some stuff that he said are so spot on. It's like he's in the middle of an infested place by himself with very few other good, reputable journalists over there. All right, let's read some of the comment within that. Okay, the British press are dangerous, the morality to justice and to democracy. All right, that is true. Okay, and frankly, to life. This person added to it. And frankly, to life, they have driven people to suicide before, ruined the livelihood of others, and Lily drove Meghan to suicide while pregnant. Yep, all of these people are spot on. Okay, that's what Meghan wants. You, okay, I'm not even gonna read that. It just required a black. All right, there's no reason for Meghan to bring this up out of nowhere if she didn't go over. All right, so there's someone said here, get a grip and get a life. Okay, excellent article. I'm disheartened by the speed British tabloid misinformation and manipulation of facts get so opted by other global news agency. Meghan is truly a warrior. I am in awe of her. Okay, she is one great example of a leader to emulate. Quote, don't back down in the face of evil. She's saying that. I'm thinking, what's that thing? And oh my God, my vocabulary is limited this morning. That young lady, it's a sculptor, is a sculpture of a little girl standing in front of a bull and down at Wall Street. I forgot the name of that thing. That's what remind me of. All right, let's see here. They are weaker than you. Okay, that's good. As the Bible says, resist the devil and he will flee. Kudos, Duchess Meghan. Okay, says a lot about the public and country education system. That is so very true. Okay, let's see here. Let's go into that. Okay, especially the education system. Exactly. All right, so let me back out and read some more comment here. Okay, these UK tabloids should have to pay Meghan dearly for never-ending harassment. There's one comment under it. Oh, that was it. Bravo, it's awful how the once dignified field of journalism has fallen so low. It has become a shell game of distraction and misdirection. But the thing is that, like I said, this thing, you have the monarch, the tabloid, and the government. They work hands in hand. All right, the government is doing their nonsense. And like, for instance, there's this thing that's going in Kenya. They're doing their exercise over other countries. And then you have people fleeing for their life. And then they won't let you in. Something that I saw, it's so heartening, where someone, a group of people is running for rescue, okay, and then the UK, how do you call it? The UK rejected them, and then they told them go to the French, and the French rejected them, and then the boat or whatever they were in sank. About 8 or couple people died. Okay, but yet when you go to their homeland, what is really happening? Why are they fleeing? This is the thing here. There is something major that is going on. They're not telling you guys. Those reporters who's doing blindsided you with those nonsense on the tabloid. Something is going on around the world. They're not letting you know. Okay, why are those people fleeing? Nobody's answering these things. Why? Why are they fleeing for their lives? And then once they come to their borders, they reject them. And then you have people dying without them killing them, but the action. So we have to blame them for those deaths as well. These are baggage for God because they were fine in their homeland, living as they wish, whether it's not to our standard, my standard, or your standard. But guess what? They were living their best life. But some people feel the need to disrupt their livelihood. They have to flee. And then once they flee, you don't accept them in your homeland. There is something major that is really going on. When we talk about the Holocaust, we all crying this and that. It's still going on in a different form. It's going on in a different form. Nobody's talking about it. Okay, why will you go in somebody's homeland, let them flee, and then once they come to your border, you don't accept them, and then you doing a ping pong ball with their lives in the middle of the ocean, and then they're dying. Tell me if that's almost like the Holocaust in a different form. Okay, this is still going on. Nobody's talking about it, and this is why my channel is having some issues with YouTube. Okay, when you read between the line, this is the thing that's going on here. You're not seeing. People are complimenting their government because they're complaining, oh, Brexit is good because there's nobody's coming into your borders. They're not sending anybody to the European Union and all of this. This is good. So Brexit is good. But what are they doing in the middle of the ocean? Okay, preventing them, and they're killing them. And then what are they doing in their homeland? Setting fires, some sort of a military exercise. What war are you planning? There's a huge thing that's about to happen. Nobody's paying attention. Jeez, this is what I got from these tweets. Okay, great article. You know, I'll click on the article and you guys could, I'll put the link in the description so you guys could check it out later on. I'm not going to read it, but I click on it to get the links to share it with you. All right, next tweet. All right, I think that's the same one. Okay, the Meghan case, the press is grooming the public by distorting the fact. Okay, so that's the same thing, and I just read within. It was within another tweet, and then I bookmark it as well. All right, so next tweet. All right, there's Ian retweeting what I just explained to you here. The only reason I bookmark his tweet is to get some of the comments here to share with you. Okay, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, still holds all the cards. Quote and brief, even if the 3 senior judges in the Court of Appeal uphold the argument of Associated Newspaper, okay, owners of the Mail papers, the Duchess will still hold almost all the cards. That's a quote he quote out from the article. All right, so you guys gonna read the article by yourself. All right, the link will be in the description. All right, the presiding senior magistrate Warby reiterate after all the hysteric about Connaught KP email, okay, help to mail on Sunday, nothing. Change the fact of infringement on the privacy of Princess Meghan when they breached her copyright ownership. That is true. All right, and and also they have to look at, since that thing, when Meghan said to release all of the text messages after Connaught have selected part of those texts, people see that Meghan's case is even stronger because within those text messages, Meghan said it 2 places. Do not share it. This is just between me and you. And then he literally asked her, can I share it with Sam Cohen? Sam Cohen just walked in. Can I share the text with her? Meghan said no. Okay, do not share it. So 2 places within that conversation, Meghan said, don't infringe on my privacy with this. Only me and you can talk about it. Okay, so it's strengthening her case even more. All right, so if she loses, I don't know. And then the other part, those judges supposed to be careful if they're part of if they want to help the monarchy, is to prevent this from moving forward, because a lot of things will come out from those text messages. This is what I learned. I learned that the email, not the email, the letter, why it started because of Charles. Why because of Charles? Because Meghan saw that Charles was, I guess, berating Harry. Okay, I guess putting Harry down, or mistreating Harry, kind of thing. Okay, Harry is immune to this kind of assault. Okay, from Charles, I'm pretty sure. Okay, I'm not there, I don't see. This is my humble opinion, just from those text messages, because Meghan said, I'm sending this letter to my father to at least so he could pause from going to the pub on TV to belittle the monarch, this kind of thing. All right, she saw Harry was being scolded. That's the word. Was scolded by Charles. So to stop that scolding, she wanted to protect her husband, her boo. She said, I'm gonna write my father a letter to stop doing that. Long and behold, what we find out, why her father was going on national TV to do all of this, is because someone within the palace was pushing. This is how those monarchs play all the cards. All right, in front of you, they're pretending, oh, this man is on TV, belittling us, this and that, and at the same time, they're pushing the guy to go and do it. Meghan's father. So Meghan and Harry, who were in their bubble so naively, then see all the angles the royal family was playing around them. So Meghan took the proper step after they told her to go to Mexico, fly to Mexico to talk to your father to stop doing that. And then the squad took another branch out of that, said, oh, if they're sending her to go over there, you know what they're gonna do is another Diana 2.0. So Meghan, who is very smart, intelligent, read between the lines and said, the same thing I could tell my father face to face. I could say it in the letter. I'm not going over there. Okay? You don't fundamentally don't understand. It's like Megan was talking to some babies over there. He does, and then fundamentally don't understand this kind of thing. I don't remember the word. I know I'll be putting the screenshot of those texts here. Okay, so these are the things that I learned. Okay, it originated because of Charles, and this is why I think Princess Anna was one of those spiritual guides to send Megan to the royal family for so many reasons, to protect her baby, which Meghan have done, okay, for writing that letter, and then for her other son to help him with social media. This is what I got from this book. All right, what else did I learn from the letter? That Meghan did not want her anything that she discussed with anybody to go public. All right, the letter said it, which I repeat, which I said already. All right. So the letter originated because of Charles. If Charles, people were not backstabbing them left and right, this letter will not come that far. And then what did they do? They leaked that letter to them. How did the Mail on Sunday knew the letter existed from the get-go? Okay. Meghan will not tell them I sent my father a letter. Okay. So someone within the royal family give a heads up to Mel on Sunday to that Megan just sent a letter to her father. Go get it. This kind of thing. All right. So we sort of have an idea. All of that. All right. Let's see here. All right, the present senior magistrate Bobby reiterate after all that hysteric about Knopf KP emails helped the Mail on Sunday. Nothing. Okay, it did not help them with nothing. Okay, change the fact of infringement on the privacy of Princess Meghan when they breach her copyright ownership. Okay, I pray so because I need good news on Thursday before men you trash my club. Trash my club. The squad. Let's see. Right, Sussex squad, 49 followers. Okay. Some of the other squad followers. Okay. Okay, I don't think the judge will though, because the issue is her ownership of the letter and not whether she suspected her father will sell it. Okay. She then give him permission to use it. Okay, I don't think they will want a senior member of the British royal family to face court. Okay, what if that was Her Majesty? Okay, that's the thing here. This is the thing they have to be careful with. That egghead don't get that thing. He think just picking a small little part of thing of the text will support the Mail on Sunday. How dumb is that? Okay, other was it DQ arbiter have said, okay, for them to put this out, someone from the royal family had to let it go, and even someone who had worked with the royal family give the steps of things how this thing went to the public. So someone, most likely egghead, who didn't think everything through. All he saw is that tunnel vision of Meghan is the one he needs to destroy. I'm telling you, this guy is dangerous. His mind, his eyes is seeing completely different. We need to pray for him. I'm telling you, that egghead, we need to pray for him because his eyes, he's not seeing the right thing, what's in front of him. There is something is blinding him with so much hate. Shit. I'm telling you, he didn't think this through. There's no way you're gonna pick a little piece of a full text to think it's gonna strengthen the case. So this guy must be freaking blind not to see the ripple effect of his action. Okay, I can't keep up with all these lawsuits. Let's see here. Okay, the real issue is NL want to drag her through the mud, report on the trial, and get money from Stories Click, all while further seeking to destroy her reputation. What is it? I have a video where the squad were putting her accomplishment, this kind of thing. So if you see that video, share it. All right. So this is where maybe I'm gonna stop here because I have some more to it and I'll create another video. Let's do a prayer. Maybe this one is for Baldy. Okay, let the blind see here. Prayer for let's say for the blind. Okay, let the blind see, because I really do think Baldy is blind right now. Hate fills his eyes, and I saw it from the get-go when I did that video. It has been done before, and in that video, and the thing that I see is that backstabbing of the brother, and I was like, Harry Bennett not be in a room with his brother by himself, because this guy is dangerous, because all his life he's been getting everything that he wants. Now he's not getting what he wants, and he's gonna make sure he get what he wants. So he is blind right now with hate. Okay, hate is blinding him. Prayer to remove, okay, hate from let's say heart and eyes, okay, and mind. Is it mind? Maybe mind. But I feel like it's the eyes that I know all of this are coordinated, all work in one. Maybe the soul, okay, from the soul, maybe that would be it, because they all work. The mind, the soul, the eyes, the feeling, and all of that, they all work together. This one is for Baldy because he is truly blind right now. All right, whatever is feeding him with those hate needs to get out of his soul. All right, Lord, please let your spirit into my heart so that I can move forward. Fill me with your light. Okay, that's good, with your light, and let me see clear enough to come out of this fog of hatred and anger. I'm telling you, Lord, be my everything at this moment so I can be the person you desire for me. A prayer to overcome hate. Oh my God, this is it. This is it. Let's pick a picture for the thumbnails. All right, what I want to pick one that hit the core. Let's. My mind is saying these two here. All right, now it's saying go to all three. All right, it doesn't hurt. Let's do three of them. All right. Lord, how I long to break free from negative thinking and embrace peace and joy and optimism. I invite you to begin transforming my thoughts pattern and help me recognize, reject, and replace thoughts that are not pleasing to you. In Jesus' name, amen. That's a good one. Let's do the other one that I felt like I should read as well. Okay, God, I am doing my best to love this person where we are at, but all I see is mistake, okay, resistance. Okay, I'm telling you, my goodness, if this is where you want me, give me the strength to endure. If not, I am asking that you will surround this person with people who know you, love you, and will sow truth and hope into this person's life. Soften their heart and incline their ears to accept your love and heart the truth. Okay, this is a good one as well, because if this is where uh, this is the thing that surround him with people who admire you, so that way he could see the truth. Because I did say in other tweet videos, I truly believe it's Princess Diana who sent Meghan for her boys. Okay, Meghan, not only to love Harry and protect him and love him like a wife should and move forward as a family, but also for Baldy. For Baldy, in a sense where Meghan is gonna help him with his profile, how you and me sees him. But instead, he was so freaking blind to see that Meghan's accomplishment. Because what did Meghan do before meeting Harry and all of that? She had Tig. She was, forget the acting part here. All right, that is her livelihood here. But other things she was doing in terms of her social media followers, the thing that she was sharing on social media, I was not following her around this time. It's the squad who reported those things and how I know about it. Okay, so Meghan was good on that. And what happened when Meghan and Harry, the Sussex royal, opened on IG? All of a sudden, he wants that. Meanwhile, then they have their own thing going on. It was sitting collecting dust. Nobody give a shit about their stuff. But all of a sudden, when Harry and Meghan opened theirs, all of a sudden, that's when he wanted more followers. You see the numbers going, buying bots here and there. What's happening to it now? He doesn't even care about it. All right, but when Harry was doing it, he wanted that too. So this is why I felt like Princess Diana did bring Meghan to their life, to those boys, to help them. Okay, but he was so blind with hate. He saw the opposite of everything that Meghan was. Opposite of it. So these prayers is for Baldy. All right. There was one more I said. There was three in a row that I saw. My feeling was saying, read all three. Okay. Prayer for purity of mind, body, and soul. Okay. Oh Jesus, be my center. Remove what's dark in me and replace it with good. Set my path straight. O merciful Savior, I declare and decree that your purity infiltrates me as well as the world around me. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. I think this is perfect. All right. So please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. I'm going to do another video. Stay tuned for that. And if you want to support my channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. If it's broken, let me know. And you could also support my channel by watching the commercials. And I have a backup channel. And I have to remove some stuff that used to be on this channel over there because I want to keep it clean. So there's some stuff. Go check that other channel. Alright, please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. Thanks for watching.